Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Rampage report for the 25th of February, uh, 2022. Sammy Guevara defeating Andrade with Jose, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy to retain the TNT Championship. 12:23. No entrances for either guy. Match could get started right off. And this is the first his Andrade's first title shot in AEW. Guevara then Andrade escapes. Guevara then goes for the dive, but Andrade cuts him off. Guevara hits the Spanish fly near fall. Guevara then goes for the double jump moonsault, but gets countered and he gets shoved into the ropes, crashing burns on the floor. During the pitcher-in-pitcher break, Andrade then hits a rolling vertical suplex, but Guevara counters and gets into a small package for a quick near fall. Guevara dodges a charging knee and a strike in the corner, and then El Idolo then flies to the floor. Guevara then follows him out of the Torino. Back in the ring, Guevara then hits a 450 splash, but El Idolo avoids it and follows up with a boot in the ropes, with Guevara tangled in the ropes. And Andrade then hits slingshot DDT over the ropes and drives Guevara headfirst into the apron. El Idolo then hits off the top, but Guevara meets him there and takes him to the mat with a Spanish fly for near fall. Both guys exchanged right hands, but neither gets the advantage. El Idolo then tries to take the turnbuckle pad off. Guevara avoids charge from Andrade and then goes for the GTH. But again, Andrade slips out and cradles Guevara for near fall. Then gets his feet on the ropes and Hardy interferes. With confusion, Hardy is trying to help Idolo get his feet off the ropes or push them off. So obviously they're trying to break up the whole Hardy mess, which I guess is a good thing. Guevara then goes to the top, but then El Idolo catches him and goes for the hammerlock DDT from the top. Guevara then slips out and kicks El Idolo's legs out from under the leg, and then post-match, Hardy tries to attack Guevara, but saved by Sting. And Darby Allin, Cassidy winds up suffering a coffin drop as a result. Sting and Allin make the save, basically confirms the sixth man that's been talked about, which honestly is just a throwaway. QT Marshall comes out, cuts a promo, and yells at Taz because of his disrespectful son. Jericho, Cold Hook fans, Hulkamaniacs, and says they wouldn't there'd be a Hulkamania show by the end of the night, and then and or a shirt by the end of the night, and they're leaving money on the table if it doesn't take long for Hook to come down. Hook comes down and basically beats up some of QT Marshall students. They run interference and things go badly for them. One of them is choked out by Hook, and then Hook versus Marshall is probably on for the pay-per-view at some point, or the live Rampage the night before. Dan Lambert and Men of the Year have a backstage promo. Lambert meets with Tony Khan to try and get Scorpio Sky TNT title ladder match at first. All Khan would offer him was a spot in the ladder. Khan into giving Sky a title shot, and Sky will get a TNT title shot before the winner of the Revolution ladder match. Wardlow with Shawn Spears defeats Nick Kanemaru with Aaron Solo. Majority of the match happens during the picture-in-picture. And then we get back from the break. Kanemaru has Wardlow up on a one-handed press slam. I'm not a fan of this because Wardlow needs to be kept strong. Wardlow escapes and choke slams Kanemaru. Powerbomb Symphony. Kanemaru then tries to escape, but Wardlow powerbombs him anyway. And then it's over. But anyway, post-match, Solo gets Powerbomb Symphony, but Spears hits Solo in the back, while Wardlow has him up mid powerbomb, cuts him off. Spears to Wardlow that the Powerbomb Symphony wasn't over. That means popular. Spears tries to convince Wardlow that no more powerbombs and hugs him. Spears is pretty good in the role. 5-minute challenge. Serena Deebs defeats Kayla Sparks. Deebs chokes out Sparks with her robe early. Jericho claims with her enemy a bit more before finally taking her out. Then we move to another contract signing. Why are contract signings such a thing in wrestling? I don't know. Anyway, this is the Thunder Rosa and Tony. Um, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker contract signing, which again, I'm not a fan of that by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a fan of contract signings, period, because honestly, they're goofy. At the end of the day, all they do is make people and also try to make things into a sort of a bigger thing than they actually ever were. But anyway, this is for wrestling trope. I guess it's fine. Although, to be honest, it's not all that big a deal. Anyway, Tony Schiavone moderated this. Thunder Rosa calls Britt a cheater and promised to give people better champion. Britt responds with a good promo. The people only care about Rosa when she's paired with Britt. Rosa would have won the Street Fight, but Baker got the T-shirt, the action figure, and the title. So who really won? You'll never be the pillar of the future that I am. Baker continues. You'll never be the face of all elite wrestling. And this is probably one of the better women's promos, certainly the best in AEW to date, but also probably one of the better women's promos in wrestling in the last little while, because honestly, since the Four Horsewomen have been cut down, it's certainly not good. Rosa just kind of stands there and take it. Baker then signs the contract, and as soon as she finished signing, and Rebel were there to make the save. There's a spine buster by Hayter through the table, and Rosa holds up the World Women's title as a rundown for the upcoming shows. Dynamite on Wednesday. Adam Page, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds versus Adam Cole and the team of Fish and O'Reilly. Also, major announcement from Tony Khan. Revolution. Nothing new was really put there. Face the Revolution ladder qualifying Orange Cassidy with Wardlow. With Wheeler Yuta defeats Anthony Bowens and Mark Caster. At the end of the day, this is fine. Although Orange Cassidy in this, I don't really understand. Acclaim's rap to the ring is there's a line that doesn't really go that well. Caster offered Cassidy the mic, and he nails Caster with some high impact offense. Caster then takes a swing at Cassidy, but Wheeler takes him out of the ring. All four wind up fighting on the floor, and Bowens sends Cassidy into the ring apron head first for the electric chair position. The show then goes to picture in picture. Back from the break, Cassidy hits crossbody from the top. Caster then distracts Cassidy, and Bowens hits a super kick. He then goes for the suplex, but Cassidy counts into the Slumdog Millionaire, and then Bowens hits a spinning slam and a running knee and strike for the near fall. Cassidy hits Michinoku Driver for the near fall. Cassidy then backdrop Bowens to the floor and hits a middle rope springboard dive, and both members of the Acclaim get hit. Back in the ring, Cassidy hits a pair of diving DDTs for near fall. Caster then hits a slip on the bottom rope, and Bowens then gets the ref presented there, and then hits an inverted Uranagi for near fall. Cassidy then falls to the floor. Caster then tries to tackle Cassidy. Danhausen's under the ring. Danhausen cursed Caster, and now cursed Caster was easily taken out by Cassidy. Orange Punch back in the ring. Cassidy finished Bowens off with the Orange Punch, and then gets the win. This adds Orange Cassidy to the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and this is ultimately not a bad way to end. I actually am a fan of Orange Cassidy, as I've made clear here before, and we'll go to the next deal right after this.